Dreaming big isn't just about what you want, it's about who you can become. It's about seeing the best version of yourself and deciding that you're willing to fight for it. You don't need anyone's permission to dream. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. The truth is, nobody ever feels completely ready. But if you start moving, if you take that first step, something powerful happens: momentum. And momentum, once it starts, can carry you further than you ever imagined. Big dreams will test you. They will push you. You'll face days when you're exhausted, frustrated, and full of doubt. That's normal. That's part of the process. But remember, it's not the dream that determines your success. It's your discipline. It's your willingness to do the hard things, even when nobody's watching. Even when you're not in the mood. Hard work isn't about how you feel, it's about what you decide. People often think success is about talent. It's not. Talent might give you a head start, but hard work keeps you in the race. You can't control your natural abilities, but you can control your effort. And effort beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. The greatest athletes, the best entrepreneurs, the most successful people, they weren't always the best when they started. But they had one thing in common: they kept showing up. They kept practicing. They kept learning. Hard work compounds. At first, it feels like you're putting in so much effort and seeing very little in return. But then something shifts. What once felt hard becomes easy. What once felt impossible becomes second nature. And suddenly, you're playing the game on a whole new level. But you don't get there overnight. You get there through consistent, daily effort. Some days, you won't feel motivated. That's okay. Motivation is unreliable. You can't build your dreams on motivation. Build them on discipline. Discipline means you do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is waking up early to chase your goals while the world is still sleeping. Discipline is staying late to finish what you started. Discipline is doing it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. Failure is coming. If you're chasing a big dream, you will fail. You will fall short. You will make mistakes. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. It's a teacher. It shows you what doesn't work. It builds your resilience. Every successful person you admire has a long list of failures behind them. But they kept going. They didn't let failure define them, they let it refine them. The road to success isn't straight. It's full of twists and turns, setbacks and surprises. You'll lose people on the way. Some won't believe in your dream. Some will criticize you. Some will tell you to quit. But their doubts are not your destiny. Their opinions are not your reality. You do not need their approval to succeed. The only person who needs to believe in your dream is you. You will have moments when you want to give up, when everything feels too hard and the results feel too far away. In those moments, remember why you started. Remember what you're fighting for. And remind yourself that nothing worth having comes easy. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret lasts forever. Success is not reserved for the lucky few. It's not just for those born into privilege or those who have the perfect circumstances. Success is for the ones who decide to claim it. It belongs to the person who chooses to rise above excuses, distractions, and obstacles. It belongs to the person who refuses to let fear dictate their future. It belongs to the one who understands that everything they need to win is already inside them. The world is filled with people who had potential, but never used it. It's filled with people who had dreams, but never acted on them. They waited for the right time, the right opportunity, the right feeling, and they're still waiting. But those who achieve something great know the truth. The right time is now. The right moment is the one you decide to take action. You don't need permission to chase your dreams. You don't need approval to go after what you want. You don't need to wait for someone to believe in you. You just need to take the first step. The journey may not be easy, but it will be worth it. Every struggle, every sacrifice, every late night, and early morning will all add up to something greater than you ever imagined. Winners aren't the ones who avoid failure, they're the ones who keep moving despite it. They aren't the ones who never feel doubt, they're the ones who act anyway. The ones who win in life don't have fewer problems, they just refuse to let their problems define them. They see obstacles as opportunities to grow. They see failures as lessons. They see challenges as stepping stones. Your success is a direct result of the choices you make every day. Do you choose growth, or do you choose comfort? Do you choose discipline, or do you choose distractions? Do you choose excuses, or do you choose action? Because every choice either moves you closer to your goal or further away from it. There is no standing still. Every day you are either progressing or falling behind. Discipline is what separates the successful from the average. It's what keeps you going when motivation runs out. Motivation might get you started, but discipline is what will carry you through when things get tough. It's easy to work hard when you feel like it. But what do you do on the days when you don't? That's what determines your future. Because the difference between winners and everyone else is that winners show up, no matter what. There will be days when you feel like quitting. Days when it feels like nothing is working. But quitting guarantees failure. Struggle, on the other hand, is temporary. No one reaches success without setbacks. No one achieves greatness without resistance. The key is to keep going. The key is to push through the days when you feel like stopping. Because those moments are when you grow the most. Doubt is a liar. Fear is a thief. The excuses are chains that hold you back. And the only way to break free is to take action despite them. The only way to win is to keep moving forward, even when you don't feel ready. You will never feel completely ready. You will never have all the answers. But if you wait until you do, you'll spend your whole life waiting. Everything you need is already inside you. You have the strength, the intelligence, the creativity, and the ability to figure it out as you go. Stop underestimating yourself. Stop letting doubt control you. Start believing in what's possible. Start acting like the person you were meant to be. Because when you do, nothing can stop you. Success is not about luck. It's not about wishing and hoping that things will magically work out. It's about intention. It's about waking up every day with a clear purpose and acting on it. Luck is nothing more than preparation meeting opportunity. And if you're not prepared, if you haven't put in the work, the opportunity will come and go, and you won't be ready for it. That's why the most successful people don't wait for luck. They create their own opportunities through relentless effort. Every day you wake up, you have a choice. You can either live in alignment with your goals, or you can let distractions pull you away. You can either discipline yourself to do the work, or you can let procrastination rob you of your potential. You can either push through the discomfort of growth or settle for the comfort of mediocrity. The choice is yours, and every choice compounds over time. Small actions may not seem significant in the moment, but over weeks, months, and years, they determine your destiny. Most people give up too soon. They put in the work for a few weeks, maybe even a few months, and when they don't see massive results, they stop. But what they don't realize is that success doesn't come immediately, builds up like a snowball. At first it's slow. At first it feels like nothing is happening. But if you stay consistent, if you keep going when everyone else quits, suddenly things start to shift. Suddenly you see progress. Suddenly you're ahead of everyone who gave up. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You don't need to have all the answers. What you need is the ability to outwork everyone else. What you need is to develop the habit of persistence. Because at the end of the day, success is not given to the most talented, it's given to those who refuse to stop. It's given to those who push through the failures, who show up even when it's hard, who do the work even when they don't feel like it. Most people live their lives playing defense. They react to life. They wait for things to happen to them. But the successful, they play offense. They take control. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They don't wait for motivation, they develop the discipline to act regardless of how they feel. And because of that, they move forward while everyone else stays stuck. One of the biggest killers of success is comfort. Comfort is the enemy of growth. It's easy to settle into a routine, to do what's familiar, to stay where it's safe. But nothing great ever comes from comfort zones. Growth requires discomfort. It requires pushing past fear, pushing past self-doubt, pushing past every reason your mind gives you to stay where you are. If you want to reach a new level, you have to be willing to step into the unknown. You have to be willing to take risks, to try, to fail, and to learn. The people who achieve great things in life are not special. They don't have some secret advantage that you don't have. What they have is an unshakable belief in themselves. What they have is the courage to take action despite fear. What they have is the ability to keep moving forward no matter how hard it gets. You have that same ability. But the question is, will you use it? Fear is a liar. It tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not ready, that you'll fail if you try. But fear is nothing more than a story your mind creates. And just like it was created, it can be destroyed. The only way to defeat fear is through action. The moment you take that first step, fear begins to lose its power. The more you act despite fear, the more you realize it was never real to begin with. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when the path ahead seems too difficult, when obstacles seem too big, when success feels too far away. But remember this, every great achievement in history started with someone who felt the same way. Every successful person you admire has had moments of doubt. The difference is, they didn't let that doubt stop them. They kept moving forward. They kept believing in their vision even when nobody else did. Success is not just about reaching your goals, it's about becoming the kind of person who can reach them. It's about building the habits, the mindset, and the discipline required to achieve great things. If you focus only on a goal, you'll struggle. But if you focus on becoming the kind of person who naturally achieves that goal, success becomes inevitable. Your mind is your greatest weapon. The thoughts you feed it will either empower you or limit you. If you tell yourself that you're not capable, that you're not smart enough, that you don't have what it takes, you will believe it. But if you tell yourself that you are strong, that you are capable, that you can figure out anything life throws at you, you will start to act accordingly. What you tell yourself matters. So choose to tell yourself a story that leads to success, not failure. Hardships are part of the process. There will be setbacks. There will be challenges that test everything you have. But those challenges are not there to break you, they're there to build you. Every struggle is shaping you into the person you need to become to handle the success that's coming. If success was easy, everyone would have it. But the reason so few people achieve it is because they're not willing to endure the process. The process is what makes you. The process is where you develop the strength, the resilience, and the wisdom you need to succeed. Most people live their lives avoiding pain. They don't want to struggle. They don't want to be uncomfortable. But what they don't realize is that pain is necessary for growth. If you want to build muscle, you have to push your body past its limits. If you want to develop a strong mind, you have to go through difficult situations. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the tool that life uses to make you stronger. Your dreams are worth fighting for. They are worth the sleepless nights, the long hours, the sacrifices. They are worth the temporary discomfort because the reward is a life beyond anything you can imagine. But you have to decide that you want it badly enough. You have to decide that you are willing to pay the price. Because success always has a price. The question is, are you willing to pay it? No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to do the work for you. If you want it, you have to go out and get it. If you want to change your life, you have to take full responsibility for it. The moment you stop making excuses, the moment you stop blaming circumstances, the moment you decide that you are in control of your destiny, that's the moment everything changes. You have one life, one chance to make it count, one opportunity to create something meaningful. Don't waste it living in fear. Don't waste it listening to the opinions of people who gave up on their own dreams. Don't waste it settling for less than you are capable of. The time is now. The opportunity is in front of you. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is action. So take the first step. Then take another. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep believing. And one day, you will look back and realize that every sacrifice, every struggle, every ounce of effort was worth it. Because in the end, the only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. The journey will be tough, the struggles will be real, but the reward will be greater than you can imagine. Stay consistent, stay committed, and never let temporary discomfort stop you from achieving lasting greatness.